Yo, what's up, my peeps out there in internet land? I hope y'all are having a wonderful Wednesday. This is Hump Day. We are halfway into our week. All right. So 2 more days and you will see the weekend. All right. So hang on in there. Hang on in there. All right. So I am going to allow Facebook do his normal thing as far as letting folks know that yours truly is on live. And soon we'll go ahead and get started here. All right. Latasha, thanks for jumping on. Vicky, thanks for jumping on. Dion, thanks for jumping on. Lockett, I see you. I see you. Hey, Jasmine, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for jumping on. All right. All right. I'm going to make this real quick. I actually may be doing another video later on, probably this afternoon. Got some things that I want to share personally. But hopefully what I share later on will help inspire you to build some momentum going into 2019. All right, what's today's date? The 5th. So we actually, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have 26 days left in this month. All right. So having said that, let's make our last days be our best days. We only got about 26 months in 2018. If you did not get any of your goals done in 2018, you have 26 days left to get it done. All right. You're on your own time. Now, if you don't get it done in this year, all right, build you some momentum up to where you can get those things accomplished next year. All right. So, hey, Tara, thanks for jumping on. Tanya, thanks for jumping on. Let me go ahead and get into what my topic of discussion is, and that is your outcome will determine, your outlook will determine your outcome. All right. Your outlook will determine your outcome. All right. So y'all know I'm all about terminology and perspective, right? And so when we get terminology and perspective, then we can get a better understanding about how things work. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to talk about, because Cedric, you titled this, your outlook will determine your outlook will determine your outcome. So let me define some things in terminology. All right. So now you can get the right perspective. Let's talk about what's the definition of outlook. Now, listen, y'all, when I give these terminologies, these definitions, by no stretch am I trying to insult anyone's intelligence. All right. By no means, because you actually can go look this up for yourself. But I just want to just set the foundation with basic terminology, so that way we can get some better understanding on some things. All right. So what does outlook mean? Okay, what's the definition of outlook? And that's basically anything where a person's point of view on, or either a general attitude on something. All right. That's what outlook is. Well, outcome is a little bit different. Outcome is something, is the way a thing turns out. Okay, a situation, how a situation may turn out, consequences, circumstances, reality. Okay, so that's outcomes. All right, and then my favorite word all the time is perspective, and that's basically a particular attitude towards something. You know, your point of view. All right, so let's get into this, right? For those who live in the South, or for those who are sports fans, all right, you all probably saw the Alabama Georgia game last weekend, SEC championship game, right? Now, I don't know how many Georgia fans we may have on here. I don't know how many Alabama fans who are on here. Now, I'm not neither one. I am actually a Syracuse Orangeman. All right, so I was partially born and raised in Mount Vernon, New York, and then I migrated to Montgomery, Alabama. Now, I do watch the sport. I am a fan of sports. All right, I do have a favorite football team. I have a favorite basketball team, and I have a favorite college team. So I am a fan of sport. So I was tuning in to the SEC championship game this past weekend, watching the Alabama and Georgia game. And just like last year, it was an exciting game. All right. For those who was watching the game, you all know that Alabama was down 2 touchdowns to Georgia. All right. It was not looking good for Alabama going into the third quarter. All right. But things started to change. All right. Georgia would start bringing some pressure to the Alabama quarterback to where he had to come out. All right. He was hurt. He was injured. Then they had to bring in the backup quarterback, which was Jalen Hurts. Now, for those who are Alabama fans or fans, period, that's been watching the Alabama organization, all throughout the college year, they were in the media. They was talking about this quarterback controversy between Tua and Jalen Hurts. Last year, Tua came in the fourth quarter or second half, no, excuse me, the second half, and willed that team to a national championship victory. All right. And so then the following year, that's when this quarterback controversy came into play. Right. Well, during that time, Jalen had a decision to make. All right. Whether to leave Alabama or to stay in Alabama and be the backup quarterback. Now, it was interesting enough to me to watch Jalen or listen to Jalen his post comments after this last SEC championship game, and basically what he had said was, he prayed about it. He got some wise counsel from others to help him make the decision on staying there. And then once he made that decision, then he prepared. He went in preparation mode to where he was preparing as if he was going to start. All right. Not knowing that he was going to get an opportunity to play in the SEC championship game and win the SEC championship game. All right. Help his team win. All right. So where I'm going with this? Well, Jalen, all right, once he made that decision, well, let me back up. Once he got around wise counseling, he then developed or got some perspective on his situation. Remember, perspective is an attitude towards something or toward a situation, right? So once his perspective, he got wise counsel and his perspective had changed. Once he started getting his perspective in order, then he had a different outlook on things. Okay? He had a different outlook on things. Remember, outlook is a person's point of view. All right? And so with his outlook on things, guess what he started doing? He started preparing. All right? He started preparing in practice. He was practicing as if he was going to start, not knowing he was going to get that opportunity. And then here comes third quarter. Tua got hurt, and it was time for another quarterback. Guess who got in there? Jalen. All right. And because he was prepared, because he had the right perspective from hanging around wise people, and he had the outlook to help him get prepared, Jalen was able to bring Alabama back to tie the game, but not only tie the game, but to win the game. His outlook determined the outcome of Alabama winning that game. Okay? I hope this is kind of making sense. So what do I mean by all of that? Okay? So individually, we all gonna go through things in life. Life is not roses. We all know life can throw some challenges, some struggles, some situations, some circumstances, all right? But just know you're gonna have to have the right perspective in order for you to get the right outlook so that you can get the outcome that you want. Okay. Your outlook is going to determine your outcome, but it's going to take some perspective. But how do you get perspective? You get that by being wise, getting wise information, getting wise advice, recommendation, wise counseling. You don't get wise things from foolish people. Okay? So don't expect to become wise when you're hanging around foolish people. And that goes to me mentioning earlier, you got 26 days in 2018 to get some of your goals that you set aside for 2018 done. All right. Let your last days be your best days, but you're not going to be able to do that if you're hanging around foolish people giving you foolish advice. You need wise advice so you can get the right perspective, so you can have the right outlook on your situation, so that way you can change your outcome or get the desired outcome that you deserve. All right. So, short video. I hope this video was enlightening. I hope you got some gold nuggets. I didn't even introduce myself. Let me do that. For those who don't know me, just now follow me. My name is Cedric Jenkins, and founder and creator of Your Money Matters. I'm a financial alchemist. Basically, I like to share financial tips and strategy because of the fact the money that you earn is your money. You should be keeping it. You have the right to keep it. So I like to come on here, give tips and strategies, and do motivational, inspirational things because of the fact it really getting your money and keeping your money, being financially free is more mental than it is physical. Hence the reason why, going back again, if you're in a financial situation, relationship, what have you, it's going to take for you to get the right perspective to where you can have a better outlook on your situation to where you can change your outcome. So in finances, it's the same thing. You might be struggling with debt. Well, get a different outlook on that situation so you can change that outcome. All right. And that's what I like to come on here and do. All right. Not every post that you see me come out here with is always going to be centered around strictly money, but it's going to be a mixture of that, something inspirational and motivational, because we all need to be inspired so that we can be motivated to go out there and get what we desire. All right. And that's what this is all about. Okay. So I hope y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. Y'all be blessed. And we will holler at y'all later. If you like this video, share, like, and comment by all means. And by all means, do that. All right. Y'all have a blessed Wednesday. Peace.